Audio Jungle.
The National Historical Commission of the Philippines, NHCP, is able to account for the protection and sustainability of the country's historical legacies under Republic Act 10086. Its major thumbs include an aspirational cultural program focusing on historical studies, scholarly researches, curatorial works, architectural conservation, Philippine heraldry, historical information dissemination activities, and the restoration and preservation of remnants, ancient artifacts, relics, and memorabilia of heroes and other renowned Filipinos. The NHCP commemorates significant events and people in the Philippine history and strives to protect the blazoning of the national government, its political divisions, and its instrumentalities. Finance and administration, historic preservation, historic sites and education, research, publications, and heraldry, and materials research conservation are its 5 divisions. Historical information dissemination operations would include the acknowledgement of historical sites and landmarks, the configuration of these sites into museum and parks, and the opening of these sites to visitors such as a student in order to promote historical awareness among youth. Tasked as we are to present and promote the 10 landmarks enumerated further, which can be found in some sort of center island, the Philippine Archipelago, Visayas. As if in queue, tara na! San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge, or so you thought? We also have our longest and unique bridge in our locality. Let me introduce San Juanico Bridge. This 2.16-kilometer long bridge connects the islands of Leyte and Samar, formerly called as the Marcos Bridge in honor of the late President Ferdinand Marcos. The San Juanico Bridge is the longest bridge in the Philippines. It was also dubbed as a Bridge of Love, as the late Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos dedicated it to his wife Imelda, who was also known as the Rose of Tacloban. It served as a birthday gift of testimonial of his love for her. The groundbreaking ceremony was done during the First Lady and now Ilocos Norte's representative Imelda Marcos' birthday. President Marcos even called it as his most important gift to his wife. Romantic, isn't it? This project is worth $21.9 million bridge and was contracted to the Construction and Development Corporation, which is now the Philippine National Construction Corporation, together with the Japanese engineers who conducted the studies and designed the actual project. Construction of the bridge commenced during 1969 presidential campaign. It was finally completed 4 years later in 1973. It was inaugurated on July 2 in celebration of Imelda Marcos' birthday. San Juanico Bridge was constructed as part of the Pan-Philippine Highway, commonly known as the Maharlika Highway, a network of roads, bridges, and sea roads that connects the islands of Luzon, Samar, Leyte, and Mindanao in the country. Since its completion, the bridge has greatly helped the economy not only of both provinces connected, but of the entire country. It shows the place's initials. If you look at the bridge from aerial or bird's eye view, you can make out a shape of L on the part near Leyte and S in the part going to Samar Province. San Juanico Strait, which connect, is expected to further boost tourism and economic activities in both Samar and Leyte. It has attracted a lot of tourists from all over the world because of the magnificent view it offers. And it remains strong despite of its age and countless typhoons that have visited the country, especially in Region 8. So, have you visited Leyte and Samar? If you haven't already, put San Juanico Bridge at the top of your list. Don't pass up the opportunity to walk across the Philippines' most historic and longest bridge, and I dare you to walk from one end to the other. Feel the sea breeze, feel the bridge shiver, and enjoy summer and lake.
Next topic is for Simala Church. The Monastery of the Holy Eucharist is also known as the Our Lady of Lindogon Shrine, and commonly known as the Simala Shrine or the Simala Palace Church, is a Roman Catholic pilgrimage church dedicated to the Virgin Mary in Sibunga, Cebu, Philippines. History of Simala Shrine. Simala Shrine, it was built in 1998 by the Marian monks from Pampanga. It used to be just an ordinary church until after the incidents of miraculous events. It paved the way for the shrine popularity, with devotees constantly flocking the area. And the artist of Simala Shrine is Eduardo Castrillo. The construction of the monument began in July 1997 and it was finished in December 2000. Why Simala Shrine is an important church in Cebu. The Philippines is a devoutly Roman Catholic country, and for the faithful, Simala Church has been a sacred place of pilgrimage since 1988, after a miracle was witnessed here. A replica statue of the Virgin Mary was seen crying and shedding tears of blood on her birthday, September 8. This is why the church gained the name Miraculous Mama Mary Church.
The origin of the devotion of Virgin de la Regla can be traced back to Saint Augustine. It was the great saint who had carved the first image of the Virgin de la Regla and made her the patroness of the rule of what is the present-day Order of Saint Augustine. As a founder, Saint Augustine made reglas or rule for the members of his order to follow. He dedicated these reglas or rule in the Virgin, thus making her the Virgin of the rule of Saint Augustine. Why is the image of Virgin de la Regla dark? Contrary to what many people presume, the image of the Virgin is dark not simply because its original statue is made of wood, but because its devotion developed in Africa. Saint Augustine, who died in the year 430, was from Hippo in North Africa. Since the setting was Africa, the original image was probably made by Saint Augustine to harmonize with the color of the people who would be its first devotees. Virgin de la Regla is also known as La Virgen Morena. In 1954, the patroness of Opon was put in the limelight. The year was declared as Marian Year and the shrine of the Virgin de la Regla was designated as the official pilgrimage place of Archdiocese of Cebu. On that year, the Church of Opon became a single most visited place in the whole of Visayas. Today, the Virgin de la Regla stands as a symbol and pride of the island. Opon is the synonymous with Virgin de la Regla. The multitude of people who attend celebration of the Virgin's Fiesta, which happens every 21st of November, is a revelation of the number of her devotees. Virgin de la Regla devotes for her unfulfilling mother and hope. As you heard about this place, come and see yourself of how miracles happen of this place and people who believes to the Virgin de la Regla.
Magellan Cruise. Ferdinand Magellan was the first European to stay put in Philippines in the year 1521. He was a Portuguese sailor who worked for the King of Spain with the ultimate goal of finding the Spice Island, currently known as Moluccas Island in Indonesia. Upon landing in the island of Cebu, Magellan's fleet was welcomed and befriended by the island's native chief, Humabon. Historical account tells us that Humabon, along with his wife, Reina Juan, and many of their warriors, accepted Christianity and were the first Filipinos to be baptized as Christians. In order to celebrate the Roman Catholic faith's propagation in Philippines, Magellan planted a cross in Cebu in the year April 21, 1521. This cross is housed in a chapel next to the Basilica Minore del Santo Niño on Magallanes Street, just in front of the city center of Cebu City. A sign below the cross described the original cross as in case the wooden cross is Tagalog as expressed famous historian Visayas that is found in the center of the chapel. This is to protect the original cross from people who traded away parts of the cross for souvenir purposes, in the belief that the cross possesses miraculous powers. Some people, however, believe that the original cross was left destroyed and no longer exists after the death of Magellan. The cross planted in the chapel is a mere replica of the original after the Spaniards successfully Christianized the Philippines.
Port San Pedro or Port Nostra Senora del Rosario is located along San Pedro Drive and the domestic port area. Fort of San Pedro was built to protect the city from invaders that threatened Iloilo such as Dutch and Moro pirates. The disrepair of the fort started in the early 20th century and was totally destroyed during World War II. A part has replaced the historic fort with the statues of guys marking the spot where it once existed. Although the fort used to be a favorite spot for watching the sunset, spending the night with friends and family, and eating inasal or chicken barbecue. It is currently in good condition and is in dire need of rehabilitation. Fort San Pedro play a significant role in the history of Iloilo. It represents the heritage of Ilonggos during the colonial period. It is a reminder of Iloilo's beginnings and how events in time have changed and influenced the city and its people.
Hello, I'm here to proceed to this topic. I'm here to promote and make a song for this very beautiful and encouraging place to visit. Only in Cebu, receiving Tawas Temple, it is located in a private subdivision in Lahog City of Cebu. Come, visit the experience and feel the adventures and amazingness it can bring. The Cebu Tawas Temple is a Tawas temple located in Beverly Hills subdivision of Cebu City, Philippines. The temple is built by the substantial Filipino Chinese community in 1972, with an elevation of 110 meters, 360 feet above sea level. The temple is towering multi-tiered, multi-hill attraction accessible by 3 separate winding roads. I know some of you guys had the questions about the sad price, okay? Have you guys think how much is the entrance to the temple? Well, there is no entrance for this very beautiful place. And what should be a proper attire to wear on visiting the temple? We should wear decent clothes, avoid entering in shorts, sexy tops, or dresses. Not quite sure if they allow slippers or flip-flops. We should follow their strict dress code as some are conducting rituals inside. That's all to promote and let you all know about the Tawas Temple of Cebu. Come and enjoy visiting the very beautiful and historical place. Let us all support the local and beautiful places of the Philippines. A pure love and support, it's more fun in the Philippines. Mabuhay!
St. Anne's Parish Church, located by Molo, Iloilo City. The Santa Ana or St. Anne Church is the one of oldest churches in the Philippines. It was around 200 years old. It is more of Gothic and architecture. The walls are primarily made of coral stone. It is known as the Feminist Church because all of the major central columns carry female saints. This is picture of culminated by the all-male saints in the Jarrow Cathedral of the same city. The interiors and decoration call much those of many churches in Europe. Molo Church was established in 1863. Like many of oldest churches in the Philippines, this church was involved to construction and reconstruction. having gone through to war and natural disaster. It is a Gothic Renaissance church, and evidently the two-pointed belfry is the most remarkable Gothic feature. The church is made of white coral rock. In 1992, it was declared as a national landmark by the National History Institute. It is considered as one of the most attractive churches in the Philippines. Our national hero, si Rizal, beside in the church, having come from exile in the Pitan en route to Manila, he declared this as La Iglesia Bonita or Beautiful Church.
Welcome to Lapu-Lapu City. Welcome to Mactan Shrine in Lapu-Lapu City. Mactan Shrine, also known as Liberty Shrine, is a memorial park on the island of Mactan in Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu, Philippines. It hosts two monuments, namely the Magellan Monuments, which is dedicated to Portuguese explorer Ferdinand Magellan, and the Lapu-Lapu Monuments, a bronze statue which commemorates Lapu-Lapu, a native leader who defeated Spanish soldiers led by Magellan in the 1521. The Battle of Mactan, Cebuano, Gubat sa Mactan, Delfino, Labanan sa Mactan, was first class fought in the archipelago of the Philippines on April 27, 1521. The warriors of Lapu-Lapu, one of the datos of Mactan, overpowered and defeated a Spanish force fighting for Raja Mabon of Cebu under the command of Portuguese explorer Ferdinand Magellan, who was killed in the battle. The outcome of the battle resulted in the temporary departure of the Spanish crew from the archipelago of the Philippines.
Mas people, kembali bersama saya, Febri Hands.